Hey everybody, this is Pastor Taj with Lighthouse Christian Center, and this is your Freedom Friday moment. One of my favorite quotes when talking to people about making smart decisions is a quote that says that you're born looking like your parents, but you die looking like your decisions. And that just lets you know that there's a direct correlation between the decisions that you make and ultimately the way that your life goes or the way that your purpose is fulfilled in your life. So when I go through books like the book of Proverbs that's written by King Solomon, one of the wisest men in the Bible, it gives me direction, it gives me insight to how to make good decisions. So if let's go to Proverbs chapter 25, it speaks on how to make a wise decision not being led by emotions. Proverbs 25 and 28 says that people who cannot control themselves are like cities without walls to protect themselves. Basically meaning that when it comes to a decision, your inability to control your emotions leaves you vulnerable. Leaves you vulnerable to make bad decisions, leaves you vulnerable to have a bad viewpoint or have a bad vision about things. So it's so important not to be led by emotion, but to be led by sound counsel, to be led by ultimately the Spirit of God to help you make good decisions. Right? The second point that we want to touch on comes from Proverbs chapter 15 and verse 22. And it says that if you don't ask for advice, your plans will fail. With many advisors, they will succeed. That lets you know that good counsel is so important when making a decision. If you're a business owner and you're looking for somebody to give you advice on how to help your business grow, you're not going to go to somebody who's never had a business or has had a business that's failed. You're going to go to somebody that's shown a track record of wise decisions, of good business practices. So when you're making a decision, seek out smart counsel. Don't go to a friend who's going to tell you what you want to hear. You want somebody that's going to tell you what you need to hear, give you good sound advice and suggestions, and always going to lead you in the right direction. So the second tip is to always seek out good counsel. And the third one, the most important one, is in Proverbs, and it comes from chapter 2, verses 6 through 7, and it says that the Lord is the source of wisdom, right? Knowledge and understanding come from his mouth. He gives good advice to honest people and shields those who do what is right. Basically, you can't make a good decision if you're not connecting to the one that determines what a good decision is. Right? You want to be connected to God. You want to seek him in prayer. You want to read his word. Some decisions that you're kind of tussling with are in the scripture. Right? He's telling you what he wants you to do, which decision he wants you to make, which direction to go. So always when you're looking to make a good, godly decision, most importantly, a godly decision, you want to seek good counsel. You want to make sure you're not being ruled or directed by emotions. But ultimately, you want to make sure you're seeking God, the one who gives wisdom, the one who gives insight, the one that's going to give you the direction that you need. So although you may have been born looking like your parents, ultimately, you're going to die looking like your decisions. Make sure they're good, godly decisions. We appreciate you guys for taking the time listening to this message. If it's helped you in any way, hit the like button, hit the share button, help us get this word out. We sure appreciate it. And until next time, we'll see you. As always, let your light shine.